Hey guys, real quick video. I just figured something out. So this new order that Biden has signed, which is going to totally take away all freedom, okay? It's they're going to want to know all your gold and silver. They're going to track everything. They're already telling people what's going to happen. Okay, so the order of that number was 14067. Which in the Strong's lexicon was an Aramaic word, which is 1467. You drop the zero, which is how they play their little games, and it means riva gava, which translates to pride. Pride. The new bill is about pride. Brazil just had their pride thing. We just had our gay pride thing. You guys just had a gay pride thing not long ago, I believe. But this is more than gay pride. This is their pride taking over. That executive order, that basically is it. That's what we've been warning about for time and memoriam. We've been warning and warning, the digital system's coming. And that's why we had to get our spiritual house in order, because a lot of people can't get their physical house in order. They don't have the means to. So you have to be protected the only way possible. And if you're protected, miracles will happen. This country will follow. I don't know what that means for here. I know it will mean something. I know it will mean something is going to change rapidly here now. So, just a quick video, but no fear, you see. This is where, if we've had time to get our spiritual houses in order, and you've got to think, if someone, like I'm walking here, if someone grabbed me and started to, I could get, and what would I be thinking my last thoughts? Well, I can honestly tell you I know what my last thoughts will be. It'll be, Father, I know you sent Jesus. I know your son died for me. Accept my spirit, please. Because that's all we've got, guys. And that's all we need. So don't have fear in this, what they're doing. Now, that video also I made about the aerials yesterday at Archerfield. I've worked something else out this morning from watching some footage of crafts, and then watching footage of things that are not crafts. With this Operation Bluebeam and all that, they will pull stunts. What we need to be aware of is when the aerials are really at work. And the Father won't let the aerials touch you. I know that if you have the Holy Spirit, you're marked. They won't touch you. So, the craft and the projections in the sky have no fear either, because that's all part of the big show. Because when they do touch ground, it'll be the demons that come out saying, we are aliens, we are here to save you because you're on the brink of war. Everybody goes, yes, oh my gosh. But these aliens, they're probably going to look like the Palladians. Those Caladians are beautiful, tall, blonde, and they'll be, the shining ones. They'll be excreting light. And people will go, well, truly, this is real. And everybody's been primed for so long with science fiction that everybody's just going to roll over and take it. We know better. We know that the aerials are the real things. They are these, they got power. I believe they're like the gods they all made the cartoons about. Thor, and you want to name them, rattle them off, whatever their names were. But all the Greek gods and stuff. But then you've got the fake part of this. There's not going to be, we don't know how many of these things are. these things there are. We don't know how many of these entities have been let loose. These ones with that power, okay? The power of the stupid movies, of the Transformers movies and all that. Sending firebolts down with their very... They suck it out, they draw it out, and then they boom, they take it out. They take things out. But the other part of the scenario they're going to play is lots and lots of crafts in the sky. But you'll be able to tell the crafts over the aerials. Did I tell you? Yes, I did. Yesterday, Turkey, that thing that flew over just before the earthquake, was identical to a SpaceX launch. So the SpaceX launches are not what we think. Like, the rocket might go up, that physical thing, yeah, because probably people go and watch these things take off. But something happens up there. It opens a portal. And you see it. It goes ahead of it. And then sometimes there's spirals in it, which are portals. And not only that, you need to go to Gina Maria Colvin Hill's last video. Absolutely do it, because it's a 3-minute video, 3 minutes something, and right at the end of it, she's telling you, oh my gosh, I caught something, and she's spinning out, and she's going, right, let's just go and look at it now. So if you go halfway through that video, guys, it looks like a squid, a portal, a squid. It's in front of the observatory in Hawaii. And this place gets shut down and has been shut down, and I think now we know why these places are being shut down. It was not a guy on porn on the computer in his spare time. Oh, they shut a whole observatory down for that. Oh, heaps of them. No, these things showed up and said, we're here, it's time, and they are putting all the pieces into place, and that is why the 14067 bill's been passed, because that's the Pride bill, and that's them saying, we have you now. Well, let us tell them something. In the name of the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the only true Messiah, Yahushua HaMashiach, we do not consent. I do not consent, as heaven and earth is my witness. I consent to Father in heaven and his Son only. So be it. Yes, we really need to stand against this now, because they're coming in. Don't fear. You need to see these things. Go out and look for them. Not actively, like maybe, Gina spends her whole day doing that, and I never focus on one thing. I try to keep my mind sharp by learning about different things, I don't, that's why I don't have a Mandela Effect channel. I don't have a UFO channel. I don't have a sky watching channel. I just want to, be free to be me. I don't want to be put in a box. And I find those channels a bit boring sometimes. However, saying that, Gina is just knocking it out of the park every single time. She's caught grids on webcams, just crazy stuff that's now manifesting. And the reason she's catching it is because it's there to catch. And if you want to spend the time, you will do it. But, well, she's the only one doing that, that I've seen with the webcams. And this thing was a giant squid. Now, what did we have? Squid Games. Everything went to squids. It's something in that 2012 London Olympics was all about squids, and to see this thing, once you see this thing, you'll go, that is like a portal, you think at first, but then it turns into a squid. You can just see it. Now, I know it sounds stupid. Oh, look, I sound like a 5-year-old. However, we know these things are going to manifest. So instead of us going, oh, well, yeah, it'll happen one day, it's happening. So I'm just being sent to prepare people. I don't even know why I ever even started this channel. Yes, I do, because I remember when I woke up. But in saying that, we're at very serious level for people who aren't prepared spiritually. If you're not prepared with your food and all that, don't panic. Don't. Just don't. Just worry about praying. Just worry about hearing his voice and what direction he's going to lead you. Because there are people who are going to be led out of their homes. We're at that point. And he will do that to save your physical life. Because if you've been chosen to make it to the escape, then you have to make sure you get there. You have to stay alive. Okay? And he'll make sure of that. But if you're not listening to his voice, you know, if you get an urgency to leave, a real urgency, like I had an urgency to leave our home of 15 years, and we did. And I don't know why. And, well, I do now. Everything's turned out fine. We're all together and everybody's together, you know, and that's the main thing. But you've got to listen to that urgency. If he tells you to go, go. All right? Go. And if you have to go with just essentials on your back, go. He will look after you. He will send people. There will be things happen. Have faith. Have faith as a mustard seed and watch that grow, because he's not, if you step out in faith, he's not going to leave you. He will be telling some of us to go. It could even be me. Maybe they might bomb my city. I'm only 19 kilometres from the heart of the city, even though you wouldn't think so, because this is probably the most one of the most country cities in the world. But it could happen. So we have to be ready at a moment's notice. And I was given a thought this morning. I truly believe it was the Holy Spirit. And he said there was an earthquake just up not far from Australia up the top. It was a 6. It's just small beginnings, but, you know, for us to be saying that 6s are small, okay, that's strange in itself. And the thing is, I felt I need to be ready if the ground starts shaking. I need to be the one that's not going to panic. And I went through it in my head. I did a scenario. I have never, ever, ever had to do an earthquake scenario in my head. It just doesn't happen in this country. We had one bad in Newcastle in 1988. And, you know, it might have been earlier than that. It was. My father helped, my biological father helped get people out of the rubble, and my uncle, 2 uncles actually, 3 brothers helped get people out of that earthquake. And that was my family. But wow, if an earthquake come here, I went through the scenario in my head, and I'm going to try and, you know, I know what to do. I know to run straight out here where I am now if everything starts shaking, but not under those. So I know exactly where I would run if I'm in my house. I've got a huge big open area over there with no trees. So, and it's quick to get there. So even if the earth's shaking, you've got to try to get out from where you are, because if you've got a building over you, anything, any structure, and he's turned it into a golf drive, guy that lives there. I'm not panicking, guys. I'm just saying we need to be ready. This is what, you know, the physical part of getting ready for this is just as much as the spiritual, if we really take it into consideration. And I'm not talking about saving up beans and rice. I'm talking about just the normal survival instinct. Who's going to panic? Who's going to go, okay guys, come on, we got it, and who's going to panic? Try to start thinking about it and make sure that you know. You can try to make sure you know that when something bad happens, even though your adrenaline will be going, it will be, but something will take over you, and you'll gain a control, and you will become the one that can facilitate a escape or a safe outcome. All right, I don't know. It's all coming through. I'm just giving you what I'm getting. You know, and I'm probably getting bzz, bzz, bzz. Brisbane, you're stuffed. because look at what I'm standing under. But I tell you what, if we're energy, I'm not channeling bad energy. I just know that. I do. I know I'm being told stuff left, right and centre. I have a video I'm waiting on permission to mirror. And then hopefully I can mirror that. So keep a lookout for that this morning. It's early morning here. And it's just flying off the pages. There's so much I don't even want to go into anymore because I've said enough. But some stuff I've been looking at, wow. Every time I get a truth drop from the Father, a truth bomb drop, I will let you know, okay? That's all I can do. Just keep you posted. And let's encourage each other, because your comments, guys, they encourage others. They're not for me. I don't need a fan club. I never did this for that. Otherwise I would have been trying to make money out of it like everybody else. I did it because it had to be done. Someone had to put their hand up and say, I'll do it. And it's been difficult, and I've come up against very much opposition, and I know in the spiritual realm for doing this. So please pray for the protection of me, my family and my animals, but not in that order. My family, my animals and me, please pray for that. And I will continue to pray for you guys. So as a family, I see us as a combined family, and it's so weird that everybody had to get together like this in the end, but at least we did get together. That's the message in all this. We probably have known all each other. I don't know. I don't know. But it's fascinating to think about. And I just bid you all a lovely day wherever you are in this beautiful enclosed system. That's all going to reveal what's going to happen very shortly. So buckle up. Hold on to your pants, because it's going to be fine. I'm out.